What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ramesh, and we're back again with another reaction video. I said we're back again with another reaction video. Today I'm going to do a lot of talking, and I know this video that I'm coming with, you guys are gonna love it. As you can see by the title, I'm reacting to real life superheroes caught on camera. They were literally caught on camera. People, like, camera caught them in it. So this is what we're going to react to. Let's get straight to the video and see what the video entails. If you've not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification, and comment if you like these videos.
You don't need a fancy superhero suit to save the world. Sometimes ordinary people are brave enough to step out of their everyday routine and do a deed that any Marvel character would be proud of. These civilian superheroes acted on instinct.
So if you love Spider-Man, shout out to you. You get me? You all know that.
And saved the day, and we're here to put them in the spotlight where they deserve to be. Ready to meet them? Let's get it on! Most people wouldn't be willing to take on a gang of jewel thieves armed with sledgehammers, and who can blame them? They're scary! So this gang who turned up to try and smash and grab on a jewelry store in England would never have suspected that a 71-year-old...
I'm not even lying. In England, people rob shops in daytime, broad daytime. They just go to the shop, especially jewelry shop. They just go there, bang out the windows, bang out the glasses, take out stuff from it, and just start going, like, running in daytime, broad daytime. It's mad.
Year-old woman would be their downfall. You can spot her the same way as most classic superheroes by her bright red costume. Despite the arthritis in her legs, she runs straight up to them and starts hitting them with her handbag. Apparently they threatened her with their sledgehammers, but she kept going, saving the store and getting most of them arrested.
This lady saved the day. Whoa. That's unbelievable. How is this old lady going against robbers?
Bad. Apparently they...
Raw, you should not scared that they're going to put a bullet in her head. What is happening?
Threatened her with their sledgehammers, but she kept going, saving the store and getting most of them arrested.
This old lady is gonna be that Superman.
Video games and superheroes go hand in hand, so seeing someone save the day while dressed as a real-life PUBG character...
People watch games and they try to bring it up on thingy, real life.
Is just too cool. Jeffrey Dweller was on his way to his friend's Halloween party in full costume, frying pan included, to really complete the look. That's when he heard a man screaming. The man was trying his best to stop a thief from stealing his bicycle, but he had no luck, and the thief had taken off on the bike before he could do anything. Luckily, brave Jeffrey didn't hesitate, and he stepped up, frying pan...
Nice match. Did you see that? Did you see how he just swing the back? Is it a back or how? I don't even know. Let's see.
To stop a thief from stealing his bicycle, but he had no luck, and the thief had taken off on the bike before he could do anything. Luckily, brave Jeffrey didn't hesitate, and he stepped up, frying pan swinging, saving the bike and the day. Batman made stopping guys with a fancy car popular.
He's getting coma. He's going straight to the hospital.
Decades ago, but as it turns out, you don't need a car as
I watch Batman every time. I like it.
Complicated as the Batmobile to stop bad guys. This BMW dangerously weaving through traffic has been stolen, and the driver is trying his best to escape from police. He's eventually forced to take off on foot, thinking he can escape on a longboard, even though it's clearly slowing him down. Maybe he should have practiced before the high-speed pursuit. He might have got away if Lupus...
He cannot even use the hoverboard. Why is he having it?
Zorro from Operation Repo hadn't put a stop to it with his red truck. No, seriously, he's a hero.
Play War Thunder now. Join millions of players across the globe in massive battles on tanks, aircraft, and helicopters in the most extensive vehicle combat.
Superheroes have all kinds of alter egos specifically designed to make them look like mild-mannered people who aren't brave at all. I don't know what this man's superhero name is, but his alter ego is known as Grandpa Bill.
Grandpa Bill? Who's that?
Walks with a cane, and the day this was filmed, he was taking his granddaughter to the library. He didn't have time to change into his...
Man said he just saved the day. That's mad. Look at how he just double-crossed the man at the back.
Superhero costume before a criminal came racing towards him, pursued by police who were trying...
How do you even know that he's a criminal? Like, man.
To disarm him, Grandpa Bill had to act fast or miss the opportunity to stop a dangerous man in his tracks, so he did just that.
He just tripped up backwards.
Most of us have seen enough movies to know the drill when it comes to a bank robbery. You get down on the floor, put your hands on the back of your head, and whimper a bit. But this unidentified bank manager doesn't play by the rules. He's not about to let some guy rob his bank. He reacted in just...
My man just saw him come quickly. That is mad. That is really quick, fam. I wouldn't have seen that. I would think maybe he's just coming for something, but he just blocked the real quick.
A split second and held the door shut to keep this robber out of the bank and away from staff. He didn't even stop when the thief started banging on the glass with his gun. The thief eventually fled, so this hero did
run away. Look at that. I said, wrong robbery. How are you going to the robber shop by yourself? Look at him. Look at him. I will beat him up. I will literally punch him. Dead. Gone.
did save everyone in the bank. You don't need superpowers to stop criminals. Sometimes all you
I'm a superhero myself. You can see. Yeah.
need is a different kind of power, the power of observation. James Raleigh found himself in the middle of an armed bank robbery in London.
Oh, is that El Chapo? Look at him. Look at his head. He's bald. El Chapo the second, man.
In one day. It's a situation we all dread, but he was calm under pressure, and that helped him realize something important. The gun the robber was holding was a fake.
Oh, he caught him, fam. I know El Chapo is good at this. He caught him quickly, fam.
Once he'd noticed that, he could do something about it. So he grabbed the fire extinguisher as a weapon and chased after the criminal. He caught him and held him until
My man is quick, fam. Look at the way he just ran.
the police took over. Some people don't care that stealing is wrong and need a different reason to never
I watched that movie time ago. I love it.
or try it. How about this? You should never steal in general, but
What
especially
is he doing? Nah, what is that? Why is my man trying to put the stuff there? Look at him.
you should
What is that? What is that? What do you guys think? I don't know.
never steal in general, but especially because you don't know when you've messed with the wrong person. The guy on the
Whoa. Man said he just put it there, took it out, and gave it to the teller. I'm not taking it. I'll tell you, take it out.
bike asked this woman when her classes are, so he has the opportunity to steal her phone. Unfortunately for him, the classes she teaches are martial arts training sessions. She's super fast and has her phone back and an arm around his neck before he even knows what.
Headlock. This is a bad day for you, bro. Don't ever do this. You don't know who you're gonna meet. Don't try this at home. Don't.
What's happened? Then backup arrives, although she didn't need it. That thief was terrified.
Look at him. He's still there. I will punch him in the face, bro.
Some people will do anything to make sure justice is served. This 72-year-old great-grandmother, Mary Parker, had read about
72-year-old. You got like 10 years to die. What are you doing in the road? My bad. I know he's still gonna leave alone.
the theft of a designer mountain bike worth over $1,600 in her home.
$1,600. Who's gonna buy a bicycle like that, bro? Bicycle is just to move from one place to another. $1,600. You can get a car in 2021 with that money.
Town in England while scrolling through Facebook. So when the thief showed up at her shop later that day trying to sell her the stolen bike that rightfully belonged to a child, she wasn't gonna let him get away with it. Literally. She took the bike away, but half an hour later, he showed up again and tried to take it back when this struggle started. Mary won in the end. The man ran away, probably
Whoa, he just left the bicycle. Now he got caught. He doesn't know what to do, bro. Look
very
at that.
embarrassed, and the boy got his bike back.
Man
It's
said,
always
bro,
so satisfying to see the bad
no, that is a lot of trouble. For who?
guy get a taste of his own medicine, and that's exactly what this heroic woman has given us. She didn't know she was walking into an armed robbery when she came back to her cash register. The man demanded she give him the money she had behind the counter, so she complied, but you can tell that she's brave. Then she got a golden opportunity. He put his gun
Gun
down.
on the
She
table. What is wrong with this man? How are you going to go on a robbery and leave your gun on the table? Like, look at this.
plucked up the courage and grabbed it, and he ran. He took a chance on getting it back, but she was angry by then.
Wow, man said he took arm shooting you on the leg, like, quickly, fam. Self-defense, you can't do nothing about it, bro.
And he sprinted out of there terrified, just as he should be. Let's face it, you won't find better examples of everyday heroes than those
This is James Bond 2002.
honest and dedicated police officers who do their best to protect and serve. They're always ready to jump into action and help, even when they're in
That is no rule.
the middle of a press conference like Detective Senior Sergeant Darren Edwards was here. He jumped into action and tackled this suspect as soon as he heard the commotion.
My man is like El Chapo the Ted. Look at him, fam.
Behind him. His team helped apprehend the man who was running away from the father of a teenage girl he'd allegedly been harassing. It's a good thing the TV crew were on hand to capture it all.
Target neutralized.
Sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time if you're this thief. The masked man here marched up to the counter of this almost empty fried chicken restaurant and flashed his weapon at the clerks before demanding that they give him all the money in the cash register.
What are you using it for, bro? Go work.
Did he know the only people in the restaurant, the people who look like an ordinary couple, are actually cops? Officer
Nicole Makion. Let's just go.
Nicole McKeown and Detective Chase McKeown didn't hesitate. They grabbed their gun and chased the suspect.
Jesus, suspect.
Haven't played Crossout before? Now is the time. Crossout is a free action-packed game where you craft, ride,
apprehending him just one block away. Now that's justice. When you were a kid, the best way to win an argument was to ignore the person who disagreed with you. It took willpower, but if you could do it,
I'm not gonna lie. If you wanna win it, just ignore the person and go away. Us, especially.
You were unbeatable.
I know IP man. He got like 5 movies out for all of them.
Most people would never think that this applies to robbers too, but Saeed Ahmed is not most people. He can hold his nerve way better than the rest of us. When this thief came into
chicken and chips
his takeout shop threatening him with a weapon, he just completely ignored him and carried on serving the customer sitting in the shop, who seems so baffled by his reaction that he just goes with it. Eventually, the armed robber
ignored him. How are you gonna ignore someone like that? I cannot do that, fam. Seeing a weapon, I'm running.
just gives up and leaves, and only then did Saeed call the police. What an amazing tactic!
Wow, man said he ignored him and the man left. He said he left.
Anyone who owns a small business will know how upsetting it is to be burgled. It had happened to the owner of this store multiple times, and he wasn't going to let the next person get away with it. So he set a simple and very clever burglar trap, and this guy fell straight into it. He got into the shop just fine, but he quickly discovered there's no way out. Sure, he panicked a bit, broke a few tools trying to break the locks, tried kicking down the doors, but with no luck. He just had to sit there and wait for the police to pick him up.
So just have to sit there and wait for the police to come catch you.
Jewelry stores because of all the valuables on display, but they forget that jewelry stores have a lot of security measures in place for exactly that reason. This robber learned that the hard way. He thinks he has a brilliant plan to steal this gold necklace. He'll pretend he's trying it on, then make a run for it. It's foolproof, except for the security door.
The door is closed. Alright, man. That's funny. Now let's watch that again. Let's watch that. That's funny, huh? Let's watch that again. My man
plan to steal this gold necklace. He'll pretend he's trying it on, then make a run for it. It's foolproof, except for the security door.
Where is it going? I'll beat you up so that.
Shopkeeper seems to be very amused by the situation.
My man is laughing. He's like, take it out. That's funny, bro.
As he should be, and the thief just has to wait there feeling sorry for himself until the police show up. Sometimes you don't need to do anything. If the criminal you've come face to face with is stupid enough, he might stop himself before you need to get involved. This guy had his robbery all planned out and his gun hidden in his pants pocket. The woman behind the counter wouldn't know what hit her.
Said, the gun fell out. Let's see. The gun fell out raw.
Planned out and his gun hidden in his
How are you going to rub up a bit? How is it going to fall
pants
out?
pocket? The woman behind the counter wouldn't know what hit her, except that maybe it wasn't the best choice of pants. After fumbling and dropping his gun behind the counter like a character
You know the pen with the hook on you? The little tighten when you take it out, fam.
from a comedy film, he opted for the old-fashioned run-for-it approach. His pants were not on his side, though, just to add to the embarrassment.
If you guys really love this video, you want more of this video, I'm gonna do more of this, you get me? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Subscribe right now, I'm waiting. Like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I hope you've liked this video. I hope you subscribe. We'll see each other in the next video. Peace.